The following is an account of something that I experienced a little over 20 years ago in the county Dublin in the Republic of Ireland. I've had very little experience with what could be called supernatural phenomena, but this one has stayed with me and left me wondering about what I experienced. The girl I was seeing at the time gave me a call to let me know that her parents would be out of town for the weekend, and that I was more than welcome to spend the weekend alone with her in her parents' house. Now, being a teenage boy, I naturally didn't need to be asked twice, and before I knew it, we were cuddling away in her bedroom. It wasn't long, however, until our passion was interrupted by the distinct sound of footsteps coming up the stairs. On hearing the footsteps, I immediately leapt up and something along the lines of, "What the fuck? I thought your parents were gone for the weekend." She assured me that they were indeed gone for the weekend and seemed to brush off the fact that they had both clearly heard heavy footsteps coming up the stairs. Strange things continued to happen throughout the day, such as once we walked by a room to get to the bathroom, I couldn't help but notice that all the windows had been open and that the curtains were blowing around like they were in a hurricane. The thing is, I could have sworn those windows were shut the first time I passed them. It wasn't long until I actually freaked out, though. At some time in the middle of the night, both myself and my girlfriend woke up and remember asking what the hell was going on. I had a feeling I can't quite describe, sort of a mixture of dread and despair, with a hint of curiosity, if that makes any sense. I could hear movement downstairs, and I had the distinct feeling that there was a crowd of God knows what below the kitchen. I could also hear conversations, but couldn't make out what was being said. I asked again to my girlfriend what the hell was going on in this house, and to my surprise, she calmly told me that this type of thing is always happening. This didn't exactly reassure me, but I managed to get back to sleep without further incident.
I bet you anything. This girl, I'm imagining if it was me.
Mm-hmm.
My parents move us into a haunted house. I can't leave.
Yeah.
I'm not an adult. I don't have money. My parents go out of town. Hey, do you want to come stay the night?
Yes.
And I would not tell
100%.
anyone why.
100%.
I would not say because it's haunted.
Yeah.
Which, to bring up Bettina, I might need to send her an apology because in high school, she lived in a haunted house, didn't tell us. I would pet sit for her. I had to find out through someone else that it was haunted. And I was like, girl, what? I've been sleeping in your house? So, like, now I might get it a little bit. Yeah, you want someone hanging out with you because maybe it's a little scary and scary things might not happen if you're with your friends.
Yeah, it's less scary, especially if you're with your friends. It takes some of the seriousness away.
Not us being possessed by George.
Yeah. That's crazy if you were to do that.
It's like, okay, make it levitate.